Slow claps for an unexpected victory as the Raptors go into Milwaukee and come away with the 124-113 win against the Bucks in Milwaukee. No Drew Holiday in the lineup for the Milwaukee Bucks. I think it was his COVID protocol. He was not in the lineup today. And Kyle Lowry leaves the game in the third quarter. Looked like an ankle injury. Did not return. We'll have to wait and see what happens with Kyle Lowry in the game today. But a huge lift for the Toronto Raptors today. They get OG Anunoby back in the lineup after missing 10 games. It was so nice to see that guy back out there for the Raptors. Question coming into this game, though. With how bad the center position has been defensively for the Raptors this year, and, in the last game against the 6-20 Timberwolves, it was a glaring issue. What were they going to do going into this one? Well, they go small. They start with Lowry, Fred, Norm, Siakam, and OG. Siakam was at the 5, OG was at the 4, and then you guys know the rest. So how was that going to work? Well, for the most part, you did a pretty good job. The Raptors overall out-rebounded the Milwaukee Bucks in this game. Both offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds. The Raptors out-rebounded the Bucks by playing small ball for most of the game. You know why they won this game? Because it looked like they wanted to win it. It sounds stupid, it sounds cliche, but damn it, it's the truth. First quarter, kind of a guns a-blazing match, right? 33-33 after one quarter of play. Both teams shooting well, but you're hanging tight there after one quarter of play. In the second quarter, it looked like at some point the Bucks were going to run away with this one. They were up by 12. The Raptors couldn't make a shot. Connaughton, another bench guy coming to life, hit 18 in the first half. And we're like, great. Another guy who you don't expect to do well is absolutely lighting you up in the first half. But the Raptors, they don't quit. And they finish the second quarter very strong and end up splitting that quarter 31-31, and you are tied going into halftime. And they have shown some signs there late in that quarter that, all right, looks like they're trying to play some defense. They're trying to grind this out defensively. In that third quarter has been a kryptonite for this team. You look at the last couple of games, they have not been able to play defense in that third quarter. They allowed, 37 against the Timberwolves in the last game? So that was a key going into this for me. Great, you're tied at halftime, you're right there, but who's going to make that first punch in that third quarter? The Raptors made a sizable one. They were up by 8 at one point in that third quarter. They're feeling good. Lowry goes down, leaves the game, and we're like, oh no, this is not what we want to be seeing right now, right? And the Bucks end up crawling back into the game. However, the Raptors do end up winning that quarter 30-27, and you are going into the fourth with the lead by 3. Obviously, 3 is a very minuscule amount. 1-3 and you're tied, and that's a new ballgame. But you have the lead. Now, how are they going to close this game out against a very good Bucks squad? Well, in that fourth quarter, the Raptors play pretty damn Loctite defense, which we haven't seen much all year long. Especially lately. And they hold the Bucks to only 22 points in that fourth quarter. The Raptors continue their offensive flow. They score 30. They're plus 8. And they win by 11. Hell of a job by the Toronto Raptors today. I know I got right on them in that last one against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Because when you're 6-20 and bottom of the barrel squad, you should beat them if you're the Toronto Raptors. And this team seems to be very bipolar. I love my Raptors, but they give you a game like this, and then they give you a game like Minnesota. You're like, what? What is going on? Consistency is huge in sports, period. And the Raptors this year have been anything but that. Guys, just look at their plus minus, right? As a team. They're a plus team. And they're sub 500. They're one of, I think they said, 5 teams in the Eastern Conference who are plus. Yet they can't seem to put wins together. A lot of the losses this year have been really tight. Obviously, the game against Minnesota, there was back-to-back games earlier in the year where they lost by 1 point in back-to-back nights. There's been a lot of tight losses for the Toronto Raptors. And then you see a game like this, where you go up against a very good Milwaukee Bucks team. Yes, no Drew Holiday, I get it. They're still a damn good team. And you go out there and you win by 11, you drop 124 on them. Even with Kyle leaving the game in the third quarter. This team dug deep and went out there and did a hell of a job. Let's get to these numbers, all right? Pascal Siakam, 23 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists. Yes, he shot 8 of 23, and yes, he shot 2 of 8. But guys, he dropped 23, 13, and 6. Where are Raptor fans when Fred VanVleet shoots a horrible percentage? They're nowhere to be found ripping him. But the moment Pascal does something like that, people are right up there ready to rip him a new one. Right? And that's the problem that I'm having. He dropped 23, 13, and 6. Did he look comfortable on the offensive end? I wouldn't say particularly. But the guy was working. He put in the work. He was crashing the glass. At one point I saw him, he missed one of his shots, but he got right on the glass and got his own rebound and put it back up and through. He wanted that. And I thought he played a pretty solid game on the defensive side of the ball. Obviously playing the 5, which he's not used to. He did a hell of a job out there. Obviously he didn't play there the entire game. Boucher played quite a bit of minutes as well. But again, to start the ball game, he looked comfortable. He looked fine. Fred VanVleet was money today. Absolute cash money. 33 points, 4 boards, 7 dimes for Fred VanVleet. Damn right he should be an all-star. 12 for 22 from the field. He was fantastic shooting the ball. 5 of 12 from 3. And he had 2 steals in the game. Leads the NBA in steals, may I add, does Fred VanVleet. All right? Kyle Lowry, before leaving the game, looked like he was going to have a really good game. 18 points, 6 boards, 6 dimes. Shot 7 of 12, was 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. Had 2 steals in the game. Lowry was playing at a high level, but an injury got him, and I'm hoping it's not serious and he can get back up there. And look, back spasms didn't hurt this guy. This ankle issue, he'll be fine, I hope. Because you got Milwaukee again on Thursday, so it's not going to be an easy one, all right? Norman Powell, I thought Norm was forcing things a little too much today. He had 11 points, 3 boards, 3 assists, shot 4 of 7, was 1 of 4 from 3. Which doesn't look all that bad. But I thought there was quite a few plays in this game where he just forced things. I know one play especially, he had the ball in his own right, they inbounded it right to him, and he just kind of took off straight down the floor, full speed ahead. Like, I don't know what he was doing. Ended up turning the ball over, and it led to 2 points from the Bucks. And I'm like, I'm not really sure what his plan was there. Right? I understand you want to attack the rim, but having a running start from your own end, basically a beeline right to the net, I'm not really sure what's going on there. He had a few tough ones, dribbled one off of was it his own leg or their leg, leading to a turnover and a bucket. I thought he had a tough night tonight. But again, Norm is going to do what Norm does. He goes out there and he puts in work. Take shots, be aggressive. That's what I love to see. There's times where it's a little too aggressive, and tonight was one of those nights. But overall, Norm Powell has had a hell of a season and has played really well over the last little while. OG, welcome back, the young OG, guys. And obviously before the injury, he was playing at such a high level. And he goes back out there today and does not miss a beat. OG at 13.7 boards, 1 dime, shot 5 of 9 from the field, was 2 of 5 from 3, had a steal, had a block in the game, but that is not the reason that I'm bringing him up. Not only did he have that insane spin move that led to an and one, ridiculous shot. I don't know how the heck he got that to go, but a hell of a job there. But the defense, the clamp down that he had on Chris Middleton today, guys, and even quite a bit of plays on Giannis. Yeah, Giannis had, 35 and 10, and he did work. But there were big points in this game. We can talk about how Giannis dropped 35 and 10, but you lost by 11. So the 35 and 10 means absolutely nothing at that point. Chris Middleton, at one point in the fourth quarter, took only 4 shots the entire game. Now, I'm not saying that's all to do with OG, but man, He was putting in work on the defensive end. Didn't look like he's getting bothered at all by his injury. He looked fantastic out there, did OG Anunoby. And he only played 26 minutes, obviously easing him back into it and whatnot. So those minutes will go up and up and up as time goes along. Get him back up to that 30, 35-minute range. Get him right in and ready to go to play from first minute and 48. Get him going because OG Anunoby is such an integral part to this team. And we have missed him dearly over the last little while. To see him back out there today and do what he did, I love seeing OG out there. Chris Boucher, what a game for the young Canadian. Oh, I wouldn't say young. He's like, 28 now? But young as an NBA experience, Canadian, the Oregon Duck, Chris Boucher, 14 points, 6 boards, 1 assist, shot 4 of 8. Listen to this. Was 4 of 7 from three-point range and didn't have a steal, but had 5 denials in this game. I mentioned in the last video, guys. All right? And I'll be the first one to say it. I mentioned in the last video how he has a lot of flybys, right? Pump fake, he's gone. And there was one play in this game that I have to bring up because I thought he did a hell of a job recovering from it. I think it was Brook Lopez in the corner. Or maybe Connaughton. I can't remember who it was in the corner. Pump fakes a shot. Boucher goes for the block. Obviously, he goes by a little bit, but he recovers. Boucher recovers, gets back into a good position, and the guy goes up again, actually goes up, and Boucher's there to deny that shot. I give him a ton of credit for the way he rebounded after that miss, after the flyby, and he got in position, got the denial. I think it led to points as well. So a hell of a job by Boucher today. He was great. And Aaron Baines, look, I have been hard on this guy as really every Raptor fan has been hard on Aaron Baines, and rightfully so. But coming off the bench, I think he played, 17 minutes? He had 4 points, 4 boards, 1 assist, shot 2 of 3 from the field. But that's not the part that I'm all excited about. If you watched him play today, his defensive mentality was there, right? There was one play, I think it was Middleton. Pass, I think it was, he was behind the three-point line. Baines kind of slid to the middle, thinking that Middleton might actually try and drive. He did. Baines slides right in there, takes the charge. I'm like, that is a really high IQ play for a guy that has been so bad this year. Hell of a job there. And the 2 shots he made were bunnies on the inside, a little floater from, 5 feet out, and one little layup right at the tin, off the backboard and in, and he got an and one out of it. It was sound basketball. I'm not asking Aaron Baines to drop 20 and 10. I'm not sure 4 and 1, that's fine. Be sound defensively, make your shots when you get the opportunities, and I won't complain. Great job for Aaron Baines today. Now the question is, can he continue at that rate? Probably coming off the bench. We're going to have to wait and see. But a good step in the right direction, because I know Raptor fans, we talk about trading the guy. Well, the way he's been playing, what the heck you getting for him? We hear, everyone wants Andre Drummond for Aaron Baines. I'm like, look, Raptor fans, I love you, but what the heck are you snorting if you think that trade's going to happen? It's not going to happen that way. So I think we got to just bite the bullet with Baines for a minute. Do they go after Drummond? I don't know. The guy's never been on a playoff team. He's never been on a good team, let me put it that way. And I think one comment was he could put the most empty 20 and 15 or 30 and 20 out there. And it doesn't surprise me. When have you ever heard of Andre Drummond having an impact game? You just never hear about it, right? And you wonder why. One, he's on terrible teams. If you're dropping 30 and 20 a night, or whatever it is, 25 and 20, 20 and 15, whatever the case may be, you got to impact to win. But he's not. That's all I got to say about the Andre Drummond sweepstakes that's going on right now. But as for the Toronto Raptors, hell of a game tonight. Question is, though, what team are we going to see on Thursday? Are we going to see this team, or are we going to see Minnesota Timberwolves, Toronto Raptors? That's the question mark. And this team seems very bipolar when it comes to that. But again, I'm proud of these guys for the way they played today, and they got to keep going into the next one with the same mentality, with the same side of a force and heart like they had today. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed the game there this evening, smack that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game, what you like, what you not like from today's game. All right, your MVP in today's game, I think no question, is Fred VanVleet. He's the guy. He was the guy in this game, but there were a lot of different guys made impacts in this game. But Fred VanVleet stood out. 33-4-7, no doubt, is the MVP for me in this one, all right? Twitter is down below for myself, guys. Follow, send me a DM, know that great stuff. Also, the Instagram link is down below. So follow up there if you've not done so already. Guys, if you are a Blue Jay fan, and I actually had a chance to talk with Alek Manoah, Blue Jays right-handed pitcher, prospect right-handed pitcher, maybe not much prospect for much longer. I was able to talk to him on Instagram Live there earlier today on the Blue Jays Center Instagram page. So go check that out if you guys have not done so already under the IGTV tab. Go check that guy out, you guys. All right? And I will talk to you as a Leafs edition tomorrow. They play Ottawa again. Enough said. As for the Toronto Raptors, as we mentioned, they take on the Milwaukee Bucks again on Thursday at 7:30. As Raptors look for back-to-back wins against the Bucks, look to hand the Bucks their 5th straight loss. They've lost 4 in a row. And if they win that game, they're 1 game behind 500. They're right there yet again. But we want to see consistency with this team, and that's been the big deciding factor all year long. What team are we going to see on Thursday? We'll have to wait and see, all right? So thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys are the video. We'll talk to you guys then.